Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my account on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Today is July 24, 2025, so obviously a lot of things will change constantly in this game, but for now, this is where my account is. We're going to go ahead and look over all of my different decks, and we're not going to skim through every single card, but we're going to at least pull up the deck list so you guys can see what basic cards I'm running. And yeah, I have 6,000 gems. That's not common. Usually I'm at about 800, but since we just had the 5 and under and the fusion events, whatever going on, I just decided to play through those a bit and save my gems and then see what comes out next. So first off, we're going to look at our decks, my decks, and then we're going to look at our stats and stuff after. So I don't know so these are the current event things. We can just get rid of those, whatever. So here is my Spirit Charmers deck, one of my favorite decks of all time. I usually don't run Nibiru in most of my decks, but I was just kind of messing around with this one and just doing a few changes. I don't know why I only have 11 cards in my extra deck. I think I was still screwing with it, but then just hadn't finished. Imagine my extra deck is full. Yeah, so this is my basic Charmers deck. I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. We have Dark Lord Despia, which is pretty straightforward. Got some Bestials in here, got a lot of recurrence, and a lot of, most of the time I just go for Masquerade and burn the hell out of them, and that's generally how those games go. And as you'll be able to see as we go along, I don't have a lot of really meta decks. I don't usually play the current meta. This is my Dark Magician. Of course, ever since it went through a lot of changes, my Dark Magician deck is always going through changes, but this is about as streamlined as I can get with DM. And obviously since Dragoon came out, wow, why can't I say that? Obviously since Dragoon came out, we've been Dragooning all over the place with him, and we have our Red Eyes and Red Eyes Fusion in here, and that's pretty much what the deck has turned into. Prior to that, it was a lot of standard Dark Magician stuff. You know how that goes. Next, I have two Trickstar decks. One for being aggressive and just like actually trying to build a field of getting a bunch of crap on the field and attacking and just beating the crap out of my opponent. We got like chain summoning and stuff like that. And then we have a pure Trickstar Burn deck. This is my FTK deck. I've gotten an FTK with it a couple of times where I've just link burned them with a Holly Angel and just completely just completely eviscerated my opponent. A couple times I've managed to pull it off. It's not easy. Then we have one of my favorite pet decks. This is my Banish deck, where I'm just trying to get my life points as high as possible and banish my opponent and just be obnoxious. This deck does not work well at all in current meta. It's basically useless, but it's still fun to pull out and try to resolve Inferno Tempest is one of my favorite things to do, and then summon Necroface, return everything, and just beat them, just destroy them. Then we have the Ashen deck, which I think is my most recent new deck build. I've used it a couple times. I'm not the biggest fan of it because I really don't get what I'm supposed to be doing besides getting Vados out or whatever. But like Vados and then the fusion cards. But it just kind of seems the deck seems really clunky. I don't like how it works. But still, I think the cards look really cool. This is one of my favorite cards growing up, Raging Flame Sprite, and I built an entire deck where it's just Raging Flame Sprite attacking directly, powering them up, and stalling so I can punch them directly and win. The extra deck is just to kind of fill out space, but yeah, pretty much everything I have here is just so Raging Flame Sprite can attack directly and kick their butts. Then we got the Blue Eyes deck. Of course, you have to have a Blue Eyes and a Dark Magician and a Red Eyes deck, in my opinion, and this is pretty standard. Nothing too unique going on in this deck, I don't think. That's about that. And yes, a lot of the decks do start off as being like copy from public, and then I mix around and make it my own, just because I want to be able to copy from public and see what the general strategy is the most effective without just straight up copying that deck one for one. And I get the basic, like, okay, so this is typically the sequence that you're going for with this deck. Now I'm going to swap out a few things and make it my own. A lot of times I do that, sometimes I don't. This is a Token Stampede deck, which is completely useless, but just kind of fun to pull out in, private duels and stuff like that. Just trying to get tokens out and have them attack. I had to build the Sky Striker deck just because of all the support that came out, all the accessories that came out, the alt arts and stuff like that, and I was fortunate enough to be pulling some of the alt arts and everything. So, and every time I get a royal for a deck, I pretty much have to build that deck half the time. So I did get a Royal Zeke, so I'm like, I guess I gotta build it. And here we are. This is the pretty basic Sky Striker deck. Ogdoadic, or Ogdoadic, however you want to pronounce it. I'm still building it. I just need to fill up the extra. I mean, I could finish it right now. I might as well go ahead and finish it after this video and try to use it. I got a Royal Nephalibis, and so I was like, I guess I gotta build it. So here we are. Dark World, one of my old favorite decks that I just can't pilot really anymore. This is a bad Dark World deck. It really is a bad deck. This is not how you play Dark World in 2025. But yeah, there's a bug flying around my face. It's Dark World, Danger, and yeah, it's Dark World. You know how that works. We got Burning Abyss that, again, I built because I pulled a Royal Cherubini, and this is a 55 card Burning Abyss deck, which is a Burning Abyss Shaddoll combo. Yeah, very strange. I don't use this deck very often, but I have one with it a few times. Centurion, another deck that I built because I got a Royal. What did I got a couple of Royals. So I got Royal Trudea, and I got Royal True Awakening, and I already had Supernova Dragon, but yeah, this is a relatively. Oh, and Candina was just. That's why I built the Trickstar deck originally, was because I got a Candina. Then Trickstar turned into basically my favorite deck in this game, because I just love it. But yeah, that's this deck. What do we got next? Shiny Coffin. Basically, don't play this deck much anymore. It had a good beginning run, and then people just stopped using it, and now it's become basically a deck. Another deck where you can just throw in Dragoon as basic support, and then maybe you'll use other stuff. That's what it's become. One of my favorite classic decks, the King of the Skull Servants. I just love this little idiot. I love this deck. It's so dumb. I just like getting my cards to 11k and just punching once and killing. It's great. A Exodia deck. Yeah, sure, man. Whatever. Oh, I guess I dismantled an Upstart Goblin. Oh, guys, we're gonna go ahead. Let's get a Royal right now. Let's do it. Royal Upstart. Yeah, it didn't happen. Yeah, just a very common, straightforward Exodia deck. Draw power. You know how it goes. What else we got here? Red Eyes, which again turned into basically a Dragoon engine. But I still like to use Red Eyes and getting out Meteor Black Comet Dragon is what it's called. And I threw in this guy, this good old Retrain right here. I think he's pretty cool. This deck doesn't win that often because the burn is too little for how long the duels go on, and they are not very good at protecting themselves, and they're Geminis for some fucking reason, but I still like it. Memento, a deck I really actually learned to enjoy recently, and I started building this. I got Memento. I'm not going to pronounce any of these fucking names, but I got this one Royal, and I thought I had another one. I guess I didn't, but I just like the design of the cards. I like how they're retrains of a lot of old vanilla cards from back in the day. And then, dude, getting out Takooch, right? Yeah, getting him out is a lot of fun. Why is Centurion there again? Then we have Gaia. This deck, I dismantled something that's causing this all to be weird. Gaia is one of my favorite pet decks to play because I love getting out Magical Knight and getting his, just multiplying his attack. It's just a lot of fun. I think Gaia is a lot of fun to play. The combo and sequence is so easy to do, and it gets you a board with basically no protection, but it's a board that punches hard, so it's a lot of fun. And then we have Invoked Shaddoll, a deck I have not really consistently played in quite a while because it's very weak. It doesn't do a whole lot these days, but it's still fun to pull out every once in a while. And then this is a deck I don't play, but eventually I will. This is a deck containing all Royal cards, except the extra deck is overfull. I always get extra deck Royal cards for some reason. So these are all the Royals. I'm gonna go ahead while we're here and just show you guys my Royal card collection. Where did they move that for sorting? Oh my god, they made this a whole thing. Is it up? Okay, no, right here. Royal finish. I'll make everything available. So these are all my Royal cards. A lot of them are ones you get for free, but some of them, a decent amount of cards I actually managed to pull. Yeah, as you can see, I got a couple of extra deck here that don't fit in there, so a lot of useless Royals I won't be able to do anything with ever. I got 2 red Supernovas because of the events, which is just lame. I don't want. Let me dismantle any card, please. Because I find it absolutely ridiculous that there are cards you literally cannot dismantle. What's the point? What is the actual freaking point? I got this, one of my early decks was Fortune Lady, and that deck sucks. I like the Fortune Lady cards. I think they're cool, but they really need some kind of support because they are just utterly dog shit. Yeah, I got a decent amount of Royals. I don't even know how many I have total, but actually I have more than I thought I did. I tried to build a 6 Samurai deck, so I think I have, yeah, 2 Royal 6 Samurai cards, and like, man, 6 Samurai sucks. It's not very fun. Not very fun at all. Yeah, those are all my Royals. I think that's pretty cool. Now what we're going to do is take a look at... actually, I probably should have stayed there. Now we're going to go ahead and look at our accessories and stuff. So these are all my deck boxes, nothing insane. I don't buy any deck boxes, protectors, or field. I don't think I've ever bought them. Maybe I bought a couple mates. Protectors, I got a bunch. A lot of the ones you get for free, a lot of the ones you get for doing like solo and ranking up and whatever else, just basic rewards. What is this? So 23, yeah, a bunch of Duelist Cup stuff. Not that many dual fields. Because again, I don't buy them, so it's like whatever I get. The only time I've ever quote-unquote bought them is by getting the card bundles, like the theme bundles that they come out with that cost like 3,000 gems. Field parts, yeah. Mate bases, which a lot of these are actually pretty sick. I just unlocked the Flamvel one, which I think looks actually pretty cool. Because I'm actually going through finally and trying to complete all of the solo stuff all the way with both decks, custom and given deck. Then we have the mates, a lot of the ones you just get for doing very basic stuff, dual pass things, whatever. And that is all of that. Let's just go here to the profile. This is, you can add me if you want for the ID. We're probably not going to duel because I don't know you, but you can add me if you want. That's fine. I don't play with like anybody. Proficiency test level 7, just because I think I have to pendulum summon for this current one, and I played one pendulum deck in my life and I don't like it, so nobody likes pendulum summoning. Oh, let's go ahead and edit here, and then we got icons. I actually got a fair few amount of icons. They do give them away like candy, but there's some cool ones in here. I wish I could have like display multiple or something like that, because typically I run I either run Silent Magician or where is you? You Condemned Dark Lord are the ones I usually put on. Icon frames, all the basic ones here. Getting up to, what was my highest rank one right here? Where's the one for ranks? Okay, right here, Platinum. Usually I run the Path of the Blue Sky Striker because I like the effects on it, but I just switched to this one. Title, nothing there. Mates, we already saw that. Wallpapers, nobody cares about the wallpapers, but those are the ones I have. And yeah, so now we get to look at data. This is where it gets a lot of fun. So this is everything. I don't usually, you're going to see my recent 6 ranks are all just gold because I typically don't sit there and grind through ranked. Or I get annoyed in gold because gold is always just a cesspool of the current meta deck, whatever cards just came out, so you're just going through a slog of whatever garbage is in the game at the moment. So you do get, I get Heartstuck at gold a lot of times, or plat, because I don't use the meta decks. I'm better than that. I just find it really lame to not use decks you actually enjoy using and just playing what's meta. But yeah, so I just sit at gold every bit because it gets annoying and I don't feel like trying to press through it. Login days, most consecutive, cumulative total cards obtained 36,000, 7,000 packs opened, dismantled, generated, 4,600 duels, standard duels, 1,200 wins, whatever the standard is. What does that mean? Most consecutive wins, 7 is standard ranked. What is that supposed to be? I guess it would be just regular games, not in private or whatever. Cumulative wins in a single standard duel, 139. Festival duels, let's see, PvP, solo. We're just gonna scroll through some of this. You can check out all those as we go. You can pause if you ever want to look and compare. Nothing worth noting until we get to these big numbers. So most life points gained in a single duel, 52,000. Oh, I can beat that. Highest battle damage inflicted, 23,000. What was that? What was 23,000? It must have been one of my banish. It must have been using Grenmaju de Aiza, and banishing and resolving freaking Inferno Tempest and attacking. Maybe. Cumulative battle damage inflicted. That's how 8 was that. 8 million damage? Is that what that is? Highest effect damage inflicted. I did 13,500 inflict. That was definitely from like DD Dynamite or something like that. It had to have been, right? Cumulative damage inflicted, 2 million. Opponent's monsters destroyed by attacks. Hey, 2025. That's where we're at right now. 1,600 effect destruction. Normal summon 5,000 times. 153 tribute summons. That's crazy. Fusion. Ritual. 16 ritual. What the fuck have I ritual summoned? Pardon me? Synchros, XZs, 14 pendulums, link summons, special summon, almost 10k. Fewest turns, 1. Most turns, 50. I remember that 51 turn duel. That was a legitimate duel. That was crazy. Most life points gained, 20,000. Special rule. I don't know what the special rule typically is. Maybe like gained at once or something like that, like in one turn. Maximum battle damage, 92. Special rule, yada yada yada. Highest attack points, 26,000. Longest chain, 8. Trap cards, spell cards activated. Attacks declared on monsters. Highest defense, 9,200. I don't know what the special rule thing is, but yeah, those are all those stats. A lot of fun checking that out. Yeah, I think that's it. That is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel account, level 34, by the way. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.